What's up, guys and gals? Welcome to the next episode of Space Hulk Ascension. In the previous episode, we shot some Genestealers and walked down some really thin hallways. I think I did my level ups in the last episode. I'm pretty sure that I did, so I don't think that's something we have to worry about right now. Indeed, everybody looks to be in decent shape. Not really too stoked about the wolf claws so far. Not sure if I want to put wolf claws on my wolf hands and then wolf walk towards the wolf Genestealers and then wolf slash them or whatever it is we're going to do. However, we have a mission in front of us, so let's do that mission. It's called Strike When the Enemy is Weak. They definitely did not hold back with how long some of these names of the missions are. Like, they started off in like a reasonable like 3-word sentence spot, and then by the end of the game they're like, strike when the enemy is weak slightly after 3 a.m. but not too far past 3:15, and make sure that when you strike you do it with something with a little bit of weight, because I feel like this mission briefing is getting really long. Let's go. Is it for squad ask then? I always go with squad ask. If you have to ask, it's gonna be ask. Hopefully I remember to give him his flamer. The captain's tactical withdrawal has proven wise. The Genestealers' guiding intelligence was not expecting the move, and the aliens have been left in disarray. Disarray, data array, your array, my array. Your squad has been given the honor of hunting the Genestealers who remain in the sector and bringing the Emperor's wrath down upon them. For Macraggy! I don't know if it's an honor, so basically what you're saying is I'm shooting enemies in the back for honor. Doesn't seem incredibly honorable, but you know what, I'm not going to question it too much. It looks like we start in like a million different spots. We just have to kill like 50 Genestealers. Alright, well maybe I'll put like, we'll put Axel over here. Do we have any indicator? Turn off the camera. There we go. So now we got like 20 frames back. Yay! Stiggy, you can go over here. I'm just going to spread people out because I have no idea what I should be doing right now. This could be the worst idea. I'll probably put Ask with Axel just to make sure. And then Eeyore, go with Stiggy. I want you to feel safe. You're the new guy still. I want you to feel like you've got a chance. Oh good, the enemy spawns like 6 inches from us. That'll be fun. That'll be fun! Just what I always looked forward to. Enemies spawning 6 feet from me. Alright, well, it looks like we're going to have problems fairly early on in this little adventure. Oh, I stepped to the wrong side, too. That's not good. Put the undo button back in the game, because when misclicks happen, like, it's just, it sucks. Like, I've lost entire games because of misclicks, because the undo button no longer exists. It's like, well, let me reload my game real fast. I liked the undo button, and I didn't abuse it either. Just because some people cheat, I don't see why I should be locked out of using it. Oh, good. At least we got the door down on the first turn, so that's a plus. That's good. Hopefully Stiggy doesn't have bad things happen to him, though. I feel like bad things are going to happen to Stiggy. There's a couple enemies right here. I'm going to step him forward by one so that this homie can get by. Then I'm going to step him back by one so that he can miss again, because obviously that's what I pay him to do. Do Space Marines get paychecks? If Space Marines don't get paychecks, I would strongly recommend that they get some form of compensation for the amount of risk that they take on a daily basis. It seems like it would be a nice thing to do on the part of the Emperor. You know, just throw a couple ducats their way. Just be like, hey, Space Marines, I appreciate what you do for the Empire. Just, here's a nice little chunk of change so that you can go get yourself something nice. You know, finance one of those huge chains you're always wearing on the front of your armor. Stigna. Shoot the Stigner. What are you doing, man? You're already overheated. Like, what is going on here? What is going on? Oh, good. There's a vent on that side. That is pleasing to mine eyes. Did you know that? Space Marines have mine eyes, where they can take them out and actually leave them on the ground as explosives. It's one of those turns where it didn't tell me that it was the next turn. I bet they're going to try and flank me from this direction. I bet you anything. Except for my willy, because I like it. So I'll put this over here. It's one of those days. I got nothing to say right now. Today is like one of the worst days ever. Like, just kind of like barely hanging in there. Woke up late. Everything has gone terribly so far today. And you're just like, well then. I guess I should probably... Actually, I'm going to step him forward by one so I can flame out this hallway if I need to. And that still leaves him in a position where... I'm just trying to make sure that if it comes through the vent, it gets punished for it. Oh, good. I forgot to put him back on Overwatch, but it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter, because Flamethrower to the rescue. With 3 right there, that's actually a pretty big swarm of Genestealers right there. They tried to come through in force. Don't you know I have a flamethrower, though, you noobs? I mean, I'm probably not going to kill all of you. Oh, good. That one actually looks like it got murdered by somebody else's poison that splattered all over the place. Unfortunately, those 2 appear to have survived. So let us apply the flames to them again. Maybe medium spicy style. And if they survive a 3rd time... Sir, what are you doing right now? Like... What? Flame them! Flame them! I demand you flame them. Flame them right now. Flame them like you are on just the most awful forum and they've said something stupid. Flame them! Flame them! Alright. Next turn. Additionally, I would greatly enjoy it if you would just for a moment consider protecting... Oh, good. There's one coming through that way. I think what I might do, actually, is just sort of have him step backwards all the way into this corner, and he can just, like, corner up for the remainder of the fight. On this side, it might be wise to maybe try and make sure that my dudes don't get whacked from this end. Let's open up that door. And then possibly take an aimed fire shot at that. Yeah, there. Wait, why was there a little ping right there? Why was there a ping right there? No. There will be no pings right now. Absolutely no pings in this vicinity. And just for safety. Can you flamethrower for safety? Flamethrowing for safety seems like it would not be the sort of thing that it actually is for safety. Flamethrowing for safety seems kind of iffy to me. Alright, sir, reload and make sure my flamethrower guy does not die on this turn. I would like that very, very much. Are you on Overwatch right now? Because I'm being punished right now for not putting people on Overwatch in previous turns. And I don't feel like punishment at the moment. There you go. Vaporize that fool. Vaporize as many as you can. Just, yeah, turn them into blood mist. Blist, as I like to call it. Your bolter has failed you. I've said this before and I'll say it again. A poor carpenter. A poor carpenter that blames his tools. Did your bolter fail you or did you aim badly? Did your bolter fail you or did you aim badly, sir? There we go. He only had 1 AP left anyway, so unfortunately I'm left in kind of this weird situation where if you were on Overwatch, how come you didn't shoot any of those guys? It seems to me at some point shooting those guys would be something that you would have thought about doing. Troublesome. Troublesome indeed. That puts Kettle on 3. Okay, do that right there. I want to make sure that he doesn't stab my flamethrower guy in the butt cheek. I like his butt cheeks unstabbed at the moment. Don't ask me why I care about his butt cheeks. Don't question it. Just go with it. Over here, we shall make mighty use of the flamethrower to kill Genestealers. And then we'll go to next turn. Oh, there's a door shut right there. That's not good. Why did he... Like, why did that Genestealer do what he did? I didn't realize that door was shut. That was the fundamental failure in my strategy. And there we go. That was it. That was the failure. And that was the one that done it. Alright, well, I'll put him back over here now. And we shall hope that no further problems take place. I shall reload you and then place you back upon the Overwatch of the Emperor's Grace. On this side, you're overheated, so we'll get you a bowl of water. Maybe a little fan with a mister on it. We only got to kill like 20 guys. I mean, it's not that bad, everybody. Just hang in there. I know that they're making strong pushes right now, but I think it's all going to work out in the end. I really sincerely do. Assuming that Broodlords or anything don't show up, it should be fine.
My Folger has failed me.
Of course it has. Of course it has. On this side, we have Genestealers being shot at. It's not uncommon for the duration of this game. A lot of the time, there are Genestealers being shot at. Oh, he's about to have a terrible day. He's about to have the worst day ever. Okay. Well, then do that. And then good luck, buddy. Good luck with that one. Who is this? Kettle? Oh man, that's gonna upset me if Kettle dies. He's been around for like the entire game. I prefer the Space Marines that have been around for a while. Replacing them with subpar AI leveled up replacements is not my idea of a fun time. The AI replacements are really not that great. Like, they allocate their points weird and it upsets me. Flamethrower! Yay! Monstrosities cleansed. Maybe if you stopped referring to them as monstrosities, they might be in a little bit better of a mood. Did you ever think about that? Oh no, it's one of the licky face ones! Oh no. Sucks to be Kettle. Damn. Those sucky face ones are so overpowered. That shit's ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. It takes you out of your Overwatch too. Like, there are certain things implemented in this game. Like, they wanted it to be like XCOM, I get that, but some of the AI ability... How are you going to negate the Space Marine's only advantage, which is range? Like, did we ever think about that briefly? Like, what is the Space Marine's advantage? Range. So when you take that away... you're kind of giving a few too many benefits to our dear friends the Genestealers. Sigh. There was no way to deal with that either. As if I had wasted AP shooting at him and killing him, we wouldn't have gone on Overwatch, which meant the next line would have got him, so it's just like, ugh. So I guess that's the end of poor Kettle. I do not approve of ranged Genestealers being in this game, by the way. You may have got that by now, but I do not approve. It is a change that I am not behind. It is a change that I thoroughly bite my thumb at. Of all the things, there are many things in this game that I like, but that is not one of them. It makes me sad that Genestealers get ranged attacks in this game. It makes me very, very sad. Alright, okay, everybody's all good right here. Nothing bad's gonna happen. They're all gonna burn to death before they get down the hallway. It's fairly easy to assume. I may need him to, like, back up and, like, pay attention to this way for a little bit. Because they're obviously gonna be little cheesemongers down here and try and come through their stupid vent. Which the flamethrower won't go into a vent, which always confuses me. But whatever. We'll make it function. Hopefully this guy will reroute and go the other way. That'll fix our problem quite nicely, actually. I hope they reroute. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's like a 50-50. Sometimes they just sit there behind the flame wall, and then other times they turn around and go back around. It's hard to tell what they're going to do sometimes. So he's going to get up to right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's going to be able to attack too. That's no bueno. Well, we've got a lot of Genestealers over here. So let's turn and think about maybe like flame that out just as like a little bit of a help tool in 10 frames per second for our... Did you get them all? Oh my god, you're an animal, man. You're an animal. He's like, well, technically I'm just a man, like in a really big spacesuit, but you know, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. I would like to actually not flame out the corridor, if at all possible. I would like for him to be able to come a little bit closer. Yeah, come a little bit closer, Genestealer. There's totally no booby trap here. I'm totally not setting you up for anything. You burn to death in fire. Should I find that funny? I don't know if I should find that funny that he burned to death in fire. I shall allow my librarian the rights of the final kill. For Brother Kettle. Alright, and so that's going to be another mission, I suppose. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Space Hulk Ascension, where I suppose we're probably, like, getting somewhere towards the end of this campaign. I don't really know. I try to usually get, like, 20 episodes out of any series that I do. Kettle, that's going to be such a disappointment. Who'd they replace him with? Level 5, Jari. I bet he's got terrible stats. I bet you anything his stats are awful. Like, he's got everything in melee or something like that. It's just going to be bad. I'll probably take a level 1, to be honest, to replace him, because I could just put a level 1 in a pivotal position, just have him kill a whole bunch of stuff in one mission, level up like 100 times. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next episode. Hi to you, everybody.